Hey guys, Euphoric here. I'm going to do a very quick tutorial on how to use Tinker's Construct 1.16.5. Now, the first thing you're going to need to do is create a pattern. Pattern is made like this: load planks, sticks, you get patterns. It's also reversible. You can make all of the benches like this. You can either make a crafting station like this with a log, or with a crafting table like this. I'll give you a crafting station. You can make your tinker station with patterns like this, oak planks like this, and you can make your final crafting station, the part builder, out of 2 patterns and 2 oak planks. Now if you'll see right here, I have all of the different materials that you can use in the part builder. In the part builder, you're going to put the patterns in the first slot. It looks like that. You're going to put the material you're using in the second slot. It looks like that. You can use wood, stone, flint, copper, bone, or necrotic bone. Each one of these has its own unique principles. So, your materials are pretty much going to be this. You're going to need wood, glass, cobblestone, clay, gravel, and sand in order to make grout. And I will show you that right here. So your clay is going to come out in these clay balls. You combine that to make clay. Once you've made the clay, you put the clay in one of the blocks, gravel in 4 of the blocks, sand in 4 of the blocks, and you will get grout. You take this grout, and when you smelt it in a furnace, you will get seared bricks. The next step you move on to is called the melter. Once you get the seared bricks, you're going to put together a seared fuel gauge with 5 pieces of glass, 4 seared bricks. Once you get the seared bricks all together and you get your seared fuel gauge, you set it up like this for the seared melter. Then you make a seared heater, just like this, like you would a furnace. Then you would want a seared faucet, right like that, with the seared bricks to make the faucet. Your seared casting basin, right like that, to make the seared casting basin. And the seared casting table, right like that, to make your seared casting table. Then you would lay it out like this. You would have the seared heater on the bottom, you'd need some kind of fuel inside, and you would have the melter on top. It would show you what you're using as fuel. This is your basin, and this is your casting table. You would take and put copper ore into here. You need 4. You need a 4 total ingots inside of this melter here. And you'll see what that looks like in just a moment. It fills up. You've got 4 ingots in there, so 3 copper is plenty. You need 3 copper ore in there. Once you have the 3 copper ore in there, then you can go ahead and mine this up. I don't have pickaxe. I'll just get a regular one. And then you go ahead and mine this up. Once you've got this mined up, you put the seared heater inside of the basin, and you pour the copper on top of your seared heater. You wait for it to smelt the heater. And when it's done, you will get the smeltery controller. Then we move on over to here. We're going to start creating the base of the smeltery. So the beginning of the smeltery starts like this. You're going to want seared bricks in a 4-shape pattern, or 2-shape pattern, to make the seared bricks. That gives you this block. Then you're going to want the sides of your smeltery, so you're going to need glass, seared bricks to make seared glass. Then you're going to want your tank for the smeltery. In order to make that, you need seared bricks around glass. Then you're going to need your seared drain for your smeltery, and in order to make that, you need 2 pieces of copper and 4 seared brick to make the seared drain. And then finally, you need the seared ingot tank with 3 seared bricks on either side and 3 glass in the middle. Once you get all of these items, you'll need the seared faucet we created earlier, the seared casting basin, and the seared casting table. Once you've created those, you want to head on over to wherever you're going to be putting your smeltery. I'm going to put it right here. I usually make it 3x3. You can do it 4x4, 5x5. You can even do it 2x2. So right now we're going to do it a 4x4, just to make a little bit of a bigger one. You're going to need your seared glass, as well as your drain, as well as your seared fuel tank, and your smeltery controller that you made earlier. I would just put a dummy block right here. This can be any block, so we can even put an oak log right here. Just that way so you can lift your smeltery up. You're going to place a smeltery on top of that. Then you're going to place your seared fuel tank next to your smeltery. Then you're going to place a drain next to your fuel tank. Now you can place these anywhere you want as long as they're facing inwards. You need this black square facing towards the inside of the tank. And then you can fill up the rest of your tank or your area just with dummy blocks. It doesn't matter. But you need to make sure that anything touching the inside of your smeltery has blocks from the seared tank. So like that. So now once you've got this, you need lava. Once you get the lava, you can put the lava in. Obviously I'm in creative, so it's going to go pretty fast. Once I've got the lava in here, I can put, so I'm going to put these faucets on here, then I'll put that here, and in fact, I'm going to go ahead and make another one here, just so I can show you what it looks like to have a ingot tank. So this ingot tank here, we're going to put it right underneath the smeltery faucet and do right like that. So you're going to have a lot of copper, let's say, and you want to smelt all that copper up. We're going to smelt all that copper, and as you can see, it's inside of the smeltery right here, and we're waiting for it to smelt up. Alright, now that it's smelted up, you can see that it is being used because this inside square is the color of the copper. Now, if we were to, say, get iron, because iron's another thing that you're going to find inside of the mines. We'll just do a couple of iron just to show you. And iron and copper do not make any sort of alloy, so you don't have to worry about that. And as soon as the iron is done, we can go ahead and show you what that looks like. So if you see the molten iron here, we clicked on it and we changed it to molten iron, so the inside changed to red. So that's how you know which one is selected. We're going to go ahead and go back to the copper. I'm deciding that there's probably way too much copper in here, and I don't want that much copper. So I made sure that I had the copper selected, and I'm going to, usually with an empty hand, and then you just slap the faucet. You have to make sure that it's draining into an ingot tank, and you can fill this ingot tank. Alright, so once this ingot tank is completely filled, you can actually pick this up and you can move this ingot tank wherever you want it. So that ingot tank is going to be filled no matter where it's at. So you can go ahead and put another one down, and you can fill it with the iron, and as you can see, there's not as much iron, so it's only going to fill about halfway. And now the iron's gone. And as you can see, the levels are different. So once you've got that like that, you've got your ingots. Let's say you want to put this back into your smeltery tank, but you don't want to have to take it little by little. You just slap this, and it will put the entire tank right back in here. Now we've got the copper in here, and we're going to make a mold out of some sand. So we're going to get a piece of sand. We're going to put it in our crafting inventory, and then you're going to get a blank sand cast. This blank sand cast can be put onto the casting table, then a material. We're going to go over here to the casting bench. That, this, that, and then like that. And that makes a cast out of copper and takes away the sand. That way you have a copper pickaxe head. Now, you can do the same thing over here. So with the stone, you can make a stone pickaxe head, a stone binding, and a stone handle. And you can go into the tinker station here, and that will give you a copper. So if I made it out of all copper, it would give me this. It would give me this copper pickaxe. Let's say I didn't want it out of copper and I wanted it out of stone instead. I can put this into the tinker station on page 1 with this little anvil, and I can put whatever head I want different, and it will upgrade or downgrade that. So it will add stone pound 1, whereas this one has dwarven 3, this one has dwarven 2, and stone bound 1. So depending on what you're looking for on your tools, you may want to change around the different materials. And you can do that with all 6 of these, as well as everything that's smeltable. That horse walks into my smelter. You are going to give me blood. Please stay out of my smeltery. So that's a next step. Hopefully that horse stays there and doesn't go in my smeltery. So we're going to grab one of these again. We're going to grab the tank because we want to drain all of the copper out of here. We don't want the copper anymore. I'm going to teach you how to make gold cast. So we're just going to get some gold here, and we want to make a couple gold casts. So with this copper pickaxe head, I'm going to go ahead and place it down in there. We're probably only going to need like 3 ingots. I think 2 ingots is plenty, but we'll do 3 just in case. I'll make it out of wood just so you can see that it can be done out of wood. And then we'll make a tool handle as well. And we'll also make a small axe head. And I'll just go over here. And now you can see the gold in there, and boom. This is how you make your gold cast. So it removes the item and gives me a cast in its place. I'm going to go ahead and put some more gold in here. So we've got enough to make these casts. Again, gave me a gold cast. And again, it's going to take the item and replace it with a cast. And again, this is how you make the gold casts. To make a regular one, you would just hit this faucet when there is nothing sitting in this casting basin right here. When there's nothing in there, you would hit that faucet and it would create a blank one. So we're going to put all these casts into the cast chest. Now, once you go back over here, you'll have all this gold in here. Again, we're going to empty it out with another seared ingot tank. Right. So the next step we're going to do, and one of the final ones in this video, is going to be the different alloys. So the first alloy is the rose gold ingot. It's 3 copper ingot and 1 gold ingot, as well as lava. So there's different heat elements, and the lava is your first heat element. The second one is from blazes. So 3 copper ingots, 1 gold ingot will give you 4 rose gold ingots. 2 sky slime balls, which are gotten from sky slime block, which are achieved by going on top of the island. There's actually an island right up there. You can kind of see it. It's there. And you would get these sky slime blocks, and you would mine these up and get sky slime balls. You need 2 sky slime balls, 2 seared brick. You would use lava and an iron nugget, or an iron ingot, and get 2 slime steel ingots. Then the other one is 3 copper, 1 glass, lava, and you would get 4 bronze. And then the last one would be rotten flesh, or some type of something that gives you blood. If you step in your smeltery, you'll give it blood. If an animal falls in the smeltery, it will die and give you blood. If you throw chicken eggs and hatch a chick in the smeltery, it will give you blood. A clay ball and an iron ingot with lava will give you a pig iron ingot. The reason that this matters is because of the anvils. Anvils are the slime steel anvil, bronze, rose gold, pig iron, queen slime, manulin, patazin, netherite. So each of these is created by a block of slime steel, or by a block of bronze, or a block of rose gold, block of pig iron. So that's about it. Basically, this mod just allows you to create different types of tools out of different types of materials. I will be going over every single type of material available. I will be telling you what every single material does, where it is in the upgrade timeline for the game, and I will be telling you what order you want to get each material in, as well as what you want to do with each of them. I will be going over the upgrades in the next video as well. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down in the comment section below. I hope this helped people. I know it helps me to watch tutorials, and I just couldn't find an updated one, and it was driving me crazy. So yeah. Oh, there's one more thing I wanted to show you. If you have a bucket and you wanted to transfer material, like you want to transfer a bucket of gold, you would grab a bucket as if you were grabbing water. You would right click and then right click on this orange, and it would put the gold inside of here. You can do the same to just take it out. You can do the same with a copper can. So these little copper cans, they only carry 1 ingot. So it will put a little teeny tiny bit in. And you can do the same by picking it up and right clicking with the entire thing in your inventory, your hand, and it would do the same thing. So anyways, if I missed anything in this video, feel free to leave it in the comments below. I'll try to add it to another version, or possibly even redo this video. This video has taken me probably about 8 times to re-record because it's not been what I wanted. So hopefully this is the one, and take care guys. Thanks for watching. Bye!